Did you know that there are certain human actions that cats simply hate? And when we do these things, two things happen. One, our kitties start fearing us. And two, they try to avoid our company altogether. So here are 10 things you should never do to your cat. Before we dive in, be sure to subscribe to our channel and join our feline-loving community. Number 1. Leaving them in darkness. It's a common misconception that cats can see in pitch-black conditions. Cats have these amazing eyes with loads of rod cells. These cells are great for catching light, even when there's not much around. That's why your kitty can see better than you when the lights are dim. But here's the kicker. They can't see in absolute darkness. They need some light, just like us. In a completely dark room, your cat can become pretty anxious, especially if they're all alone. If you're stepping out and leaving your cat home, think about leaving a little light on. Even something small, like a nightlight, can make a big difference. It gives them enough light to see and feel secure, without lighting up the whole place. Number 2. Using a loud or harsh tone of voice. Cats are super sensitive to sounds. It's one of their survival tools. They listen out for the tiniest changes in their environment to stay safe. So, when they hear a loud or harsh voice, it's like a big red alarm goes off in their heads. Now imagine you're a cat, chilling and doing your cat things, and suddenly there's this loud, booming voice. It's startling, right? They don't understand why you're loud, just that it feels threatening. And when cats feel threatened, they can react in different ways. Some might hide from you and become more withdrawn, while others might get defensive and lash out. But it's not just about volume. It's the tone, too. A harsh or angry tone can be just as scary for them. Cats are good at picking up on vibes. If they sense anger or frustration in your voice, they might associate you with those negative feelings. And that's not great for building trust or a happy relationship. Number 3. Punishing accidents outside the litter box. When a cat doesn't use their litter box, they are not being spiteful. There's usually a reason behind it. Maybe the litter box isn't clean enough for their liking. Cats are super tidy creatures. Or it's in a spot where they don't feel safe. Sometimes it could even be a health issue like a urinary tract infection, which makes it hard for them to get to the litter box in time. If you punish them for this, a couple of things happen. 1. They might start to fear you. Instead of understanding that the litter box is where they should go, they learn that going in general is what gets them into trouble. 2. They might start avoiding you altogether. Here's a better approach. First, check the litter box. Is it clean and in a good spot? Cats like privacy and cleanliness. Next, look for patterns. Do these accidents happen at a specific time or place? Understanding the why can help you fix the issue. And if you can't figure it out, it's always a good idea to check in with the vet. Sometimes these accidents are the only way your cat can tell you they're not feeling well. Number 4. Declawing. Here's one of the worst mistakes some cat owners make. Declawing is such a big deal that it's actually illegal in many countries. Here's the thing. Cats need their claws. They use them for all sorts of stuff, climbing, playing, and even stretching. It's a big part of being a cat. When they lose their claws, it's not just a lifestyle change. It's a whole body dilemma. Now, let's get into what happens after a cat is declawed. It messes with their balance because, cats walk on their toes. Without their claws, their walk can get all wonky, which can lead to pain and even problems like arthritis down the line. Not fun at all. Another biggie is the litter box drama. For declawed cats, stepping on litter can be painful. So they might start avoiding the litter box entirely. Number 5. Teasing. If you dangle a treat in front of your cat but don't give it to them or call their name and then ignore them when they come running, it's confusing for them. Here's the thing. Cats thrive on consistency. They learn to associate certain actions with outcomes. When you tease them, you're breaking that trust and predictability. If you call their name, they expect an interaction or reward. When that doesn't happen, it can quickly undermine trust between you and your cat. They learn to associate these gestures with negative outcomes, which can make them less responsive over time. Number 6. Ignoring their communication. Adult cats typically don't meow at each other. This behavior is primarily reserved for communicating with humans. Some experts believe that cats have developed this as a way to mimic our speech, essentially using our language to get our attention. They are just super smart like that. When your cat meows, they might be trying to tell you something important. It could be a simple request for food or attention, or it could be their way of letting you know that something is wrong. If you ignore these meows, you might miss these important messages. More importantly, it can make your cat feel that you don't care much about them and their needs. Acknowledging their attempts to communicate, even with a simple response or a gentle pat, can go a long way in maintaining a healthy and trusting relationship with your feline friend. Number 7. Not respecting their privacy. This is a big deal in the feline world. This doesn't mean you have to suddenly stop petting your cat altogether. But here's what you need to know. Cats are not lazy. They really need those 12 to 16 hours of sleep a day. When you see a cat curled up or dozing off, they're in a vulnerable state. Disturbing them, especially by picking them up or even petting them, is a big no-no. When they're asleep or trying to rest, they're in a state of relaxation and trust, believing that they're safe and won't be disturbed. By intruding on this personal time, you're not just waking them up, you're also breaking that trust and making them feel less secure with you around. Number 8. Spraying them with water. So, this is a widely debated topic among cat owners. Should we spray our cats with water as a form of punishment? Our opinion is a firm no. Spraying your cat can actually have negative long-term effects on your relationship. Cats will quickly start associating you with this unpleasant experience, which can damage the trust they have in you. Over time, this can lead to a cat that is more skittish and less social around you. Moreover, using water as punishment doesn't deter them from unwanted behavior. All your cat learns is not to do it in your presence. A more effective approach is to use positive reinforcement. Show them what you want from them instead, and rewarding the behaviors you want to encourage. For instance, if your cat scratches the furniture and you want to discourage this, direct their attention to a scratching post. You can dangle their toy over it and reward them when they use it. Number 9. Mixed signals. So, what do we mean by this? For example, you let your cat jump on the counter one day and scold them for the same action the next day. That's a mixed signal. It creates confusion. Cats learn from consistent interactions. When the rules keep changing, they can't figure out what is expected of them. Turns out, this inconsistency can even lead to stress. One research has shown that cats who understand the house rules are more relaxed and confident, which in turn leads to fewer behavioral problems overall. Number 10. Not allowing them to express natural behaviors. Climbing, exploring, scratching, and play hunting are not just for fun. They are deeply ingrained in a cat's nature. Preventing them from expressing these natural behaviors or punishing your kitty for them will lead to frustration. For example, if your cat is not allowed to climb or explore their environment, this will lead to pent-up energy and boredom. If there are no cat trees or no perches for them to jump on and explore, your kitty might start jumping on counters or scratching the furniture in an attempt to find other outlets for their energy. Or let's take play hunting, for example. This is a big deal for cats. If they don't get to run about the house like crazy trying to catch that toy every single day, your cat will sooner or later become lethargic or develop anxiety. So what can you do? Make sure your home is a cat-friendly place. Get some cat trees or shelves for climbing. Leave out toys for them to hunt and explore. Let them have their little adventures. It keeps them happy, healthy, and out of trouble. Remember, letting your cat be a cat is one of the best things you can do for them. So here's the deal. Cats hide their pain. Even if they are suffering a lot, there is a high chance you won't know about it until it's impossible for them to hide it anymore. So check out this video where we talk about 9 critical signs your cat is begging for your help. And be sure to subscribe to our channel and join our feline-loving community.